In our previous segment, we were speaking with Augury about the company's AI-enabled machine health predictive maintenance solution for ultra-low RPM machinery. Let's rejoin that conversation. So how easy is it to integrate into an already existing operational workflow?
Well, it's a simple retrofit, right? It's a simple attachment of sensors. We do this across hundreds um, of these types of machines, and tens of thousands of machines with our kind of vibration-based monitoring. Um, we attach really small but really robust industrial grade sensors to the right places and bearing. And a lot of the times, we have complex machinery that some components rotate quickly and some components rotate, rather slowly. So we can actually have a combined solution. So where we have these ultrasound-based sensors on some slow rotating components, and then we have also wireless sensors on the fast rotating components. We can provide a full picture of the machine's operation, including the motors, the gearboxes, the slow rotating, whether it's a drum or other type of component that we have. We are a full service, full stack company, which means that the deployment, the maintenance, the ongoing diagnostic service and capabilities are essentially part of the subscription that we provide. So we give away that hardware and have a subscription service, and so we take care of the implementation, right, and end to end. And we make sure that the sensors are implemented in the best possible way in exactly precisely the right places. But overall, it is a simple process. When we go and outfit a whole factory with Augury hardware and we start monitoring, that's a process that typically takes a couple of days at most.
So Augury manufactures its own hardware, or does it use, is it sensor agnostic? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Augury, we started manufacturing our own hardware from the very beginning, simply because when we started about 10 years ago, 11 years ago, there were no very good sensors out there that can actually do what we intended to do, right? We needed very standardized data, very high quality data. They need to be simple to deploy across tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of machines. There just weren't good solutions out there. So we built our own hardware. We have tremendous expertise in doing that, but that hardware serves a purpose of providing really high quality diagnostic insights to the customer, right? So it's not hardware for hardware's sake, but it's really for the high quality of service that we provide our customers, and that's true also for ultrasound. Now, having said that, we also partner with others, but very select few others that have hardware capabilities that are, I would say, the highest quality in the world and that are compatible with what we need to do. And so we have some partners, sensor solutions, but they're fully and seamlessly integrated into kind of our service capabilities. For example, for severe hazardous explosive environments in oil and gas, we utilize our partners' hardware provided by Cordant, which is really Baker Hughes, one of the large service companies for oil and gas in the world, and we have some other partnerships in this realm as well. But that is our strategy: is we first focus on quality of service to our customers, and then we think about whether we actually build that hardware ourselves or we have to partner.
So can you tell me a little bit about the user interface once you get everything up and running on the line? Tell me about the user interface and how they're able to utilize the not only the interface but then the data that they get from it.
We call what we provide in terms of coverage of different pieces of equipment and diagnostics machine health, and specifically when we talk about covering multiple types of equipment in the factory and kind of having all the insights in one place, we call that machine health 360 degree. And really it's a 360-degree view of all the predictive maintenance needs within the factory. Whether we're talking about it's the signal is vibration based, or it's ultrasound based, or it's electrical, that doesn't really matter. It is in the end the same type of interface to really monitor all the equipment that's critical, all the equipment that matters across the factory. There's a web application that really is second nature to all of our customers, right? So whether you're a reliability engineer, maintenance manager, or a technician, um, daily work, right? The daily kind of 6 a.m. stand up, but also the day-to-day work relies on Augury's interface, Augury's platform, and it's both web and mobile, right? So you basically have a way to monitor all of the machines in one place. You know exactly which are the bad actors or which ones you need to deal with today. You understand the severity of the issues that you have. And you can dive into every piece of equipment and understand exactly what needs to be done at that moment, whether that machine is fine, it's being monitored, or it has an emergent issue that you can schedule and take a look at it within the next week or 2 weeks, or it's a severe issue that just came up right now and you have to deal with it today. And you also get insights across the full factory and multiple factories, multiple sites that you have in terms of what are the kind of types of faults that are emerging, what are the types of machines that cause more trouble, what are the actions that are being taken, how quickly are the technicians responding to alerts? What is your mean time between failures and mean time to response? So, real reliability metrics that impact your overall equipment, effectiveness and efficiency. We also integrate to EAM or CMMS, maintenance management systems. So Augury's insights actually, AI generates insights and they seamlessly go into work orders, right? And so the maintenance technicians actually use it day to day without, in some cases, even knowing that this is an Augury insight that is driving the work. The last say is I'll say about interface is that we're rapidly, for the last 3 years, we have been rapidly integrating um, additional generative AI capabilities into the platform. So we are building, already have really robust agents that are able to dramatically enhance the work. So it's not just about getting the right insight at the right time and knowing what to do, but it's providing a lot more color around, specifically how do you fix that machine, right? Even if you don't have the skill set, you don't have to wait now until an expert comes in and you ask somebody how to do it. You can actually get insights right there and then on what are some of the steps you need to take in order to fix those issues. And this is a tremendous upgrade into overall skill sets for technicians. Right now, you can
Right.
standardize the way you do the way you do the work, and then if you're in the management leadership position or you're kind of more on the engineering side of things, you can start asking about your overall reliability strategy. So you can gather, deliver insights that can help you create a plan on how to run your schedule, on how to improve your maintenance approaches, on how to improve your reliability overall across multiple sites. And I think that is really the next step for us, and really the next step for the industry. You start relying on a solution that doesn't just give you accurate insights into how your machines are behaving, it's also giving you accurate insights on how you should approach and how you should run your reliability strategy.
Do you think it would have an impact on the next machine that's being built then and the design of that next iteration of the machine so that it doesn't have the weak points in the maintenance?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're, over the last, I would say, 6 or 7 years, we've been working very closely with OEMs. Give you an example, we have a very close partnership with Grundfos, which is the world's largest pump manufacturer. And so this is in part the nature of the relationship. We have them as a partner, and they also provide some of our solutions to their customers in addition to the other services that they have. But also, when we look across the board, our AI algorithms are crowdsourcing anonymous machine information across all the different customers, right? Which makes those algorithms a lot better. Which means that, whether it's a pump at one customer or a pump at a different customer, it doesn't really matter because it's the same type of machine. And so the algorithms are really, really good at detecting faults and across multiple types of machinery based on millions, hundreds of millions of hours of recorded machine operation. And they're already highly accurate, but they're becoming better all the time. But that is to say, if you're a manufacturer of pumps, let's say, and we have super accurate insights into how those specific pumps are behaving in the wild across, dozens of different industrial applications, and when we know specifically where the issues lie and maybe some defects that are happening more often than others. First, for as a customer, as an industrial manufacturer, you can now understand whether a certain vendor, certain OEM of those machines are better for your specific use case than others. But you can start working with the OEM specifically to then remediate and fix those issues for them. And that is incredibly powerful insight for the OEMs themselves to improve their design cycles. They simply do not have that level of access to information of how their machines are behaving out there in the wild without the capabilities that somebody like Augury provides them.
So, was there anything else that you might want to mention about Augury or the ultra low RPM machine health monitoring, or anything else that our engineering audience should know about your company or this new predictive maintenance solution that you'd like to tell me?
Our overall approach is to make sure that AI is extremely reliable and it is built into a solution that is directly benefits and has a direct impact on the operational goals and the workforce skill sets and metrics, and also on sustainability of manufacturing. And I think we've been on that mission for a good number of years, and we're continuing to innovate and lead that mission. And our next products that we're releasing, including ultra low RPM solutions, really another step on that path. Ultimately, our customers and manufacturers want to make sure they have zero blind spots, that they can seamlessly run their production, and that the technology that they integrate, gives them a holistic solution into or kind of a full set of insights into how and when and what they should do in order to optimize their production.
Great. Well, I can't thank you enough for sharing the information today. And thank you all for joining us. So until next time, I'm Sharon Spielman with Machine Design. Thank you, Artem, for being with us from Augury. And until next time, stay curious.